170.
Hello. And Merry Christmas.
So the new GTA protagonist is a Gyat. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. You know what? I'm pissed off they went woke.
I heard it's a Florida man.
Oh,
Apparently it's got Riz.
I don't know if you guys saw the new trailer, but it looks very good.
Yeah, it looks pretty
stills.
cool.
I don't really I didn't even play 5 that much, but I appreciate the franchise, and I just see this as like I can't wait to see that movie, which is the game.
Yeah, a lot of people are just gonna end up watching it on Twitch.
Yeah,
which is fine.
That's me.
Yeah, GTA roleplay is huge still.
I've experienced all the best games of the year through watching others play it on Twitch while I'm just playing WoW or GeoGuessr. GTA roleplay is the reason that GTA 5 like still exists. Like No Pixels.
It's a 10-year-old game
that like nobody gives a shit.
Almost 11.
Nobody gives a shit about GTA 5 other than like the RP and like all those other servers.
The story's pretty good. It's funny.
Well, GTA RP's story is good because you make the story.
It's okay.
It's funny when Trevor says, "What's up, my N-word?"
I think
you like that.
Well, he doesn't say the word. He says the N-word.
What N-word?
Just that.
Did you know what?
He says that.
I've never played the game.
You can pull up the cutscene.
Oh, my N-word, huh?
Can we kill Jamie? Can we
Come on, Jamie. I guess I'm Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, can we get that?
God damn it.
No, I mean, like, I played when GTA 5 came out, 2013? Mm-hmm. And I played it, and, like, it's fine. It was fun. Like, it's Grand Theft Auto. What do you expect?
It's better than 4 in a lot of ways. Like, you can restart missions if you fail them over and over again, or they have more checkpoints and stuff, which probably some people are mad about that, but I think it's good, because if you only have an hour to play, it's like, I don't want to do the same stage 5 times. Just let me play the next one. Fuck you.
The crazy thing about this one is the first map. Well, first of all, it's going to be a dynamic map that they change like to different cities apparently throughout the life of the game.
That's cool.
Which is pretty cool. And the first one is like 12 times the size of GTA 5's world.
Jesus.
It's so fucking big.
It's in Miami, right?
Man, that's...
yeah, I think it's all across Florida, to be honest, though. Like, it's supposed to represent the Panhandle, too. In
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah,
there's like mudding part. There's like a mudding part, I think.
That would make sense. So there's like Tampa and
the
Orlando.
The problem with that shit is... Like, even in GTA 5, like, you do a mission, and then you have to, like, drive out to, like, the country area. And it just takes fucking forever to get there. I remember that was my most favorite part, even about San Andreas, driving out to the woods, and I'm like, all right.
That part was cool.
Spawning a tank.
Mostly because of the music. Like, I still have mental associations with that. Like, Green River by Creedence. Every time I hear that, I think of San Andreas getting into a truck and driving around up in the woods.
Barracuda, Heart.
Tom Petty. Tom Petty was in the trailer, which was sort of an Easter egg for people who remember that Tom Petty was in the original games.
Yep.
San Andreas had the best soundtrack, but like initially when you go out to those areas, you're like, okay, that's pretty cool and fun. But then like 5 was worse because they made you keep going back out there, and like you'd be in the city, and they're like, all right, come out here, and you have to drive, fly, whatever.
Because there's Trevor who's out there.
What a hassle!
So he has to keep going back out there, and it does feel kind of empty.
It's
that's
such a pain
thing.
in the ass.
Like those areas of California, they're not that empty. It gets really empty right away, and it's like it kind of feels eerie.
They should have traffic jams that piss you off.
Even in the game.
Yeah.
Even in the game, like there's just nothing to do out there. Like in the city, you can just like go on a rampage. You can just there's stuff to do, but like out there, you're just like, well, I guess I'll just drive.
It'd be so funny to just
look for someone to run over.
Construction on the online server, so everyone's bitching about traffic in a game. Like some days,
they should do that.
I ran into a GTA NPC at 7-Eleven yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was in line, and this girl's like behind the line, and she says, "Excuse me, can I get the key to the bathroom?" And she says, "Excuse me." I turn around to look to make sure she's not like looking at me or like I'm in the way. And there's a guy behind me, and she's like, "Yeah, can I please get a key to the bathroom?" And the 7-Eleven clerk hands her the key, and as she's walking to the bathroom, there's this guy standing behind me in line. And he just like, he says it loud enough because he wants me to hear it, but I just pretended I didn't. And he just goes, "Number 1 or number 2?"
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, why would you, like, I didn't turn around and acknowledge. I know he wanted me to. I know he wanted me to turn around and laugh. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
They think of something that's like barely a joke and it's like out of place and they want a reaction. I hate that. Like, they're trying to be a funny guy, but it's like, shut up. Shut up, man.
Number 1 or number 2, heroin. That's what I would have said. Or jacking off.
I gotta really make this guy in the gas.
I gotta shoot up and beat off.
I gotta make him.
So
laugh.
I'm not doing either one of those.
Yeah, she goes to the bathroom and the guy's like, "Hey, is she pooping or peeing? Who cares, man?
Like, what? Why would you
That's
say
so
that?
weird.
Man?
That's insane.
That joke was only funny
Hey,
when
what do
in
you think?
MacGruber, and when like that's the only time that I've ever heard that and laughed at it.
If it was a reference to that, then it was a funny joke.
Yeah, well, then
But
after the end,
I doubt that guy
she-
even has ever seen it.
Yeah, well, because she's supposed to say number none of your business, and then he goes, well, that means it's number 2.
Out
He
of-
didn't do any of that.
If you ask 10 random people on the street, like Jimmy Kimmel show style, if they've seen MacGruber, how many people say yes? Out of 10.
I haven't
Out of
seen
10.
it.
1.
I've only seen
Yes,
the
I
TV
think-
show.
Jimmy Kimmel should ask people number 1 or number 2. He should just go up to people
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
street,
two.
ask
I think
number
two.
1 or number 2. What? Number 1 or number 2?
20% of people have seen MacGruber, if you ask on the street.
It's a great
Yeah,
movie.
that's what the Rotten Tomatoes score
Fantastic
is.
movie.
It is one of the funniest. It's a movie that you wouldn't think is funny from the trailer, I think, initially.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 48% of people have seen it, according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Did you like the show, Aaron?
Oh yeah, no, it was good. I always wanted to watch MacGruber, but it was for a long time hard to get streaming here. And I know that's not the case
Yeah.
now, but
Mhm.
I kind of feel like the moment has passed, even though it's apparently a
No,
really
it's
funny
still
movie.
really good.
Yeah, it's 13 years old.
And like I like the movie. I don't know why I have it.
It's one of those movies,
things.
Aaron, where even if you like stop paying attention for a second, a joke's gonna be so like fucked, it catches you off guard. And you look back and be like, "What did he just say that?" It's really good for
Yeah,
that. It's a lot of stuff
even
that
the
you know they
SNL
want to put on
sketches were good,
SNL
too.
and they couldn't.
Mm.
Yeah. Even the SNL sketches were funny for that. The MacGruber sketches were. I used to go through and watch.
I mean,
those
that was
on
like
YouTube
pretty
all
much the
time.
last. That was
Yeah,
pretty much
those
the
were
last
great.
good cast.
Yeah,
that
right.
era.
Yeah, it really was.
But like those, that's why I didn't watch the movie initially, because like those are like 2 minutes long, and it's like such a funny bit. And then
Well, that's the thing
maybe
about
movie's not
SNL
gonna be good,
movies.
but-
The longer they go, the funnier it gets. Like Blues Brothers. The more
Well,
you
that's
see
true.
them, the funnier it is.
I think the 2007 cast, like the original, the people that were on there when Lonely Island really started blowing up, like when Kristen Wiig was still
Yeah.
like in her year 2 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Mhm.
cast got. I think they were one of those casts that was like the last cast where like they all got big after they left
Yeah.
the show.
They were sort of
And-
famous already.
Yeah,
it was
that-
a
that
different
too.
sort of.
But I think
crowd.
at this point, a lot of those people have done as well as many of the people that started on SNL, like career wise, like being known
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Fred Armisen, especially, that guy's career is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Andy Samberg.
Andy
Andy
Samberg's
Samberg, but like Hot Rod's
Yeah,
such a great
true.
movie.
Popstar.
I'm sad. Well,
That's fantastic.
Popstar. So not enough people seen that fucking movie.
Yeah.
That movie was so fucking stupid
True.
and funny. I love that shit so much. I've seen it like 3 times. It's so funny.
I have no shame in loving so many things that Andy Samberg's done.
Oh no, those guys were
Absolutely.
lovely.
He's
I have
awesome.
nothing. Yeah, so good.
I'd like to be on SNL someday.
I even saw his serious movie, S. Andel.
I think you will. I think you will. I think you'll get on there. Why not? I believe in you.
I could
dude.
probably sneak on the set. I think I'm going to DM Sarah Squirm. Can I come on the set and bother
There you
people?
go. Can I just be invited?
I want to
on?
run between people's legs. I want to get underfoot at SNL. That would be the best.
It would let you. It would definitely let you.
Yo, Kyle Mooney's in the hospital. He tripped over some little guy.
He's in Hot Rod, Space Chimps, I Love You Man, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs film series. That whole series. Wow. That's my boy. The Hotel Transylvania film series, also starring
Mhm.
our friend Brian.
So cool.
He got fucked
That's
over.
awesome. You know what? Andy Samberg, good job. He did get fucked over. He got
It
fucked
sucks.
over.
He
so
finally got his job. He got Hotel Transylvania. He got in there. And then the 4th one, it was streaming only because of COVID.
Oh,
bad. Mhm. It was only on Amazon. He was replacing Adam Sandler, and then like he doesn't speak. Like I didn't watch the movie, but the trailer. Yeah, the trailer. He does not speak at all. He just goes, "Whoa,
It's brutal.
whoa,
Give him his
whoa."
shot. He's been trying so hard.
give him a shot.
Well, a healthy one.
Which I, yeah, COVID.
Maybe some growth hormone
never
or something.
forget-
COVID.
Some tea.
I'll never forget watching that man shop on the Disney store and
Nah,
load his cart up
spending
with like
$2,000
$2,000 worth of shit. He was like, "I'm Christmas shopping," and it was like 2 things for his friends. The rest is for him.
It's brutal.
He was doing 1 for you and 2
He
for
was,
me shopping.
So he did like a sponsored stream with Box Lunch, and Box Lunch is like Disney Hot Topic.
Oh wow!
It's like the best way I can like describe it, where it's just like they'll have the Hot Topic stuff, like oh here's your
Oh, yeah,
like
I forgot.
anime,
And they have like a
here's
cult
your,
following,
like
basically,
Disney stuff,
where
but
people
oh
are
yeah, for
obsessed
sure.
with their drops and shit.
Yeah,
And there's like drama
and-
over it.
So he was like, oh well, this is the perfect time to do Christmas shopping, and then he like puts a like Mickey Mouse ornament, like a Pooh ornament and he spends like $100 shopping for like 5 people, and then proceeds to put over $2,000 worth of stuff for himself in the cart.
Oh yeah,
and then purchase it all.
He was shopping like little kid on a budget, like where he gets like $50.
He's like, okay, yeah, your mom.
You gotta
go to
shop
the
for 10
school
people
store.
with $30 or something. Shopping like that.
Yeah, the Scholastic Book Fair. Like, all right, what isn't a book here?
I'm getting my dad a neon pink rabbit's foot on a keychain.
in grade school, for like the first like 4 years, we did like this like school store thing for Christmas where kids could go and like they would have like a rabbit's foot and shit.
I bought one 3 years.
Your parents would give you like 20. Yeah, they give you like $20, and you have to like spend that $20 over like 4 or 5 family members. Like, all right, I think my dad, he would really like a magnet. He's gonna love a rabbit's foot. He's gonna love one of those sticky hands that you can swing.
I had a Native American guy at a carnival when I was very young tell me about a rabbit's foot and how it's lucky and shit. He probably made a bunch of shit up too. But it was so cool, and I was like, just fucking blown away. So I bought one 3 years in a row, because I'm like, well, this one's definitely out of luck by now. I better re-up.
I always thought like, I know that it was, like, now I know it's like, it's not a real rabbit's foot, but as a kid, you're like, that's kind of fucked up. Why would you sell me like a foot of a rabbit?
Also the fact that it's a rabbit, like a monkey's paw, that's one thing, because monkeys are rare.
Well, that's a bad thing.
Well, yeah, it is a bad, you don't want to buy one of those, famously.
No.
But they are kind of rare. A rabbit's foot,
that.
you could trap a rabbit outside right now if you wanted to. If you set up a snare and some peanut butter or something, you could get 4 for free.
Just trapping in like the suburbs outside your apartment, going to check your snares and shit.
Yeah, you immediately just have someone's cat hanging by their leg, just swinging around.
You're like, oh, the cats must be in heat tonight. It's really just stuck in your snare. Yeah. Fucking idiot.
I wish the cats would stop fucking by my snare. They're gonna scare away the animals.
Gonna scare away
the
rabbits.
He runs a trap house. He's fucking little fur traps all over.
I got my dad a lucky cat foot from the yard.
What?
Just, god damn it, living in like an HOA and catching squirrels, just like skinning them, drying them out in like your garage.
Yeah. I'm the neighborhood tanner.
Handing out marmot meat. Yo, wait, what are they? No, look it up on Wikipedia.
It's not illegal, and they're in season. You argue with your HOA.
Giving someone meat from an animal and they don't know what it is.
I was watching Top Chef, I think it was season 9, and Chris Pratt was like a celebrity judge. Like they were catering a party that he was running. Oh, wow. And it was when he was still with his old wife, girlfriend or whatever, first wife. And anyways, they were, I think they had to like cook game or something. And Chris Pratt told a story about like how he always used to like hunt with his brother, and they ate a ton of squirrels because they like killed squirrels. Is that like who eats a fucking squirrel?
You got to be way out in the country.
What they use it for a lot in Michigan is squirrel hunting is like what you take your kid on first, because you can be loud and you only bring 22s, and it's like you usually get a chance to shoot because you're like, oh, there's one, and it's also a really fucking long season. So it's like a lot of Michigan kids first hunt.
And you're eating them.
You just kind of like, you kind of.
A lot of that stuff you're going to use in a stew.
Yeah, I was about to say, they just stew it. It's almost like a chicken soup or a beef stew that they make.
My mom went to culinary school in West Virginia, and like she said, like, yeah, they'll just hunt like squirrels, and she's eaten squirrel and stuff before there, because like they're so like abundant.
I've eaten squirrel at least 10 times in my life.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've never had it because I don't really have to hunt it.
If you're from a real hunting family, you have to eat what you kill anyway.
Hunting family, and then like just some of those like little towns where there's just like not much, but you are.
That's what our dad told us too. He's like, we're gonna go out there, but if you shoot one, you got to eat it. We're like, yeah.
The guy that sold my BB gun, I was like 9 or whatever, and I was in the gun store with my dad, and they were talking about, like, if you kill something, you got to eat it. And I guess this guy's dad that sold the gun made him eat a magpie once because he fucking shot a magpie and killed it.
Hey, probably not too bad.
Yeah, he said it was
well,
really
you got to find a little bit of... Really, it's the
Yeah.
process of taking the feathers off, all the organs and stuff, because you're ending up with like maybe 1 centimeter of usable meat.
They eat a lot of trash, don't they?
I would just deep fry it whole and then eat it in front of my dad to freak him out. Double deep fry it.
I would shoot myself and then start eating myself.
The first hunt where I grew up was grouse, like a pheasant. Yeah, no, that was my first kill.
any hunt where you can be loud and it doesn't really matter.
When I bagged my grouse, I missed twice, and it just fucking stood there. And like third time's the charm, and it like fell off the tree. And I had to like give it a finishing kill blow with my pellet gun. And I felt so fucking bad for like a week. Like I took a life, and then I knew hunting wasn't for me.
That was me. I've only killed one animal ever, like hunting, because I ate squirrel voluntarily with my brother's kills. But I one duck. So it was a single shot, 16 or a 410 shotgun. It was a single shot, and I killed the duck, and I ate that. It was really good, but
I think for me to kill an animal, it would have to taste really, really good. Like it would have to taste like candy or cake or cookies. Like killing a duck and then like eating a duck, that's not good.
That's why I think it's good that deer are hunted. There's so many here. So many, and they do taste good.
Oh yeah, I mean ethically, I think hunting a deer is great, and it tastes pretty good too. I just don't want to do it.
I shot a squirrel. I've only killed one animal with a gun, and it was a BB gun. And I think I've told the story before, but my mom had these bird feeders, and the squirrels would always get on the bird feeders, and she hated it. And my window at my bedroom on the top floor would face to the feeders. So the one day I saw a squirrel in there, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do mom a favor. Pull out my pellet gun, pump it 10 times max, make sure I'm going to kill this thing. I shoot the squirrel, and it just falls on the ground and just starts twitching and freaking out and spasming. I didn't kill it all the way.
Oh, it's probably having an orgasm.
Cum was flying everywhere. But I instantly just started crying. I'm like, ah!
I think it went up its butt and it had an orgasm.
I ran down, and my dad was like watching TV, and he was sitting in the recliner, and his window, the window he was next to, you could look out the backyard and see it, like the backyard. And I was like, Dad, I shot a squirrel. He's like, what? And he like looks outside, and he sees a squirrel just spazzing out on the ground, and he's like, God damn it. And so then my mom's like comforting me, and we're watching out the back window while my dad's carrying this squirrel by its tail behind the shed, and the squirrel's still like freaking, like just twitching in this thing. And he walks back in, and I'm still like bawling, and he's got blood covered on his shirt. He's like, "You got a squirrel to bury." And we took it behind the log pile, and he smashed its head in with a log to put it out of its misery, and that's why he had blood on him. So then I had to go back, and I had to go back, and he like was so pissed he threw it in the woods, so I had to go dig it out of the woods and then bury it. And I just remember thinking, like,
my dad would do, whip it out of the woods.
This thing's heavy to check. I was surprised with how heavy the squirrel was. I remember that as a vivid memory, like carrying it by its tail, be like, damn, this thing's got some weight to it. And then I buried it, and ever since then, I've never killed anything with a gun.
Yeah, it was all that bird seed.
I have never killed an animal or anything. I mean, bugs, of course, but that doesn't count.
You never even run over an animal?
No,
really?
never.
I've
run over a squirrel before.
I catch mosquitoes in a jar with a piece of paper and let them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like mosquitoes.
I like mosquitoes. So weird to say.
Yeah, mosquitoes are awesome.
Them. It just reminds me of summer, school being off.
I like being bit.
What's your favorite animal? Mosquito.
Mosquitoes.
What's your favorite bite?
That's
yeah,
Matt's.
I just like that they bite me.
Bites.
That's Matt's. I love mosquitoes. Reminds me of summer baseball.
Reminds me of me.
Oh God.
Just buzzing around, bothering you, hurting you.
Oh, I want to get bitten and be itchy. I'm not itchy enough.
Oh, Mom.
Turning my
Mom, I need to be bit.
Mom, I want some bugs in here.
I'm turning our pool filter off.
I want some
So
water
gross.
striders.
Having a green pool full of fucking mosquito larvae, everybody be like, man, there's so many mosquitoes in this small neighborhood. What's going on?
Oh, that's me. I like them.
Cannonballing in.
I've been breeding them. I like them.
Cannonballing into there.
Oh, it's funny if you stay
immediately
under.
getting chunked by a bunch of back swimmers. You guys ever been bit by one of those?
I wish.
They hurt so bad.
Fuck, I bet that's so good.
Any sort of water bug, they bite
Yeah, I was about to
you.
say, water bug just hurt.
And you'll be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And you
It
look
hurts
down
so
the water
fucking
and you
bad.
see fucking like just your blood coming out. Nasty.
I wish we had leeches up here.
Leeches or
I can give you
whatever.
some. I
The
got
worst thing
leeches
about
for
leeches
you.
is finding it later after you're dressed and like comfy.
Mhm.
Like you're sitting with your
I've
towel on the beach and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, what's under my thigh?
Freaked the fuck out of me the first time I found one.
Yeah, me too. I
thought
ripped
it
it
was
off
a
and
fucking
bled all over.
emergency,
And my
yeah.
dad's like, oh, just use a lighter, dumbass.
I
I'm like,
started making out with
I'm
it.
14. Why would I have a lighter? Then I'm like,
I put it on my tongue.
That's
Yeah.
a great parent fact. You get a leech on you, you're like, yeah, get him off. Did you know in the olden days this used to be medicine?
Yeah, the president used to like these. He was addicted to them.
I was a nerd. I already knew that at that time. Like,
what
I was
if
ripping off
what
him
if you
like
put
these
a
things be
leech?
used medicinally? It's
Guys.
so weird.
Yeah, I was a president head.
What if you put a leech on your dick and it started sucking it?
Oh, that's a cool
It would be a
camel.
struggle to stay hard.
We'd both be engorged.
I'd be
You fighting against it. You would be giving it too much blood. Like it would have to hope. Like it might be just knocked off of it.
I think it goes Riley Reed 7.5. It goes Leech 7.
Oh, God.
Goes anybody else about 1 inch.
If you can't get hard for a leech, you're probably gay.
Guy that kills a leech by like making sure it like burns or something because he thinks it's like sperm jacking him. No, you're not bringing my babies anywhere.
Yeah, that's the Cole Campbell theory, is that your dick gets longer the hotter the woman is. So if it was Wiley Weed, his dick would be 7 inches. But if it was...
Well,
bro, the people in the replies defending that was
attracted.
so fucking funny too.
Yeah,
let me find that quote tweet again.
It's true.
That quote to you was crazy.
Dude, this is true. When you actually like really like somebody, you're gonna get way harder for them.
Yeah, so I love when he does his
Good fucking
Q&As on
That's so porn
Instagram.
brain.
It's so funny. But yeah,
it is
someone
so
asked
porn
how
brain.
big is your meat king, and he says I've reached 7 inches before. Depends on how good looking the girl is. Like Riley Reed, my shit would reach 7 inches easily, which is like, I can understand there's like slightly variable depending on like how turned on you are, right? Like you've
That's
got like
also-
a half chub or a
The
real...
maximum is the maximum.
Yeah, but
You're at
like,
100% or you're not.
But in what scenario would there be like a really hot girl in front of you? You're like, oh wait, I think this is a personal record.
By the way,
let me go get my
Here's the
ruler.
thing, here's what it is. You go Super Saiyan. You get your dick big.
That's gonna be.
bigger.
By the way, that Cole Campbell saying Riley Reed is gonna be Alex's GTA RP ego. Wiley Weed.
Yeah, Wiley Weed.
But no, I posted a picture of that on Twitter. And someone quote tweeted me and said, on some real shit, I wonder how many cockless people are aware of the variability of erection length. If you're excited and got that mega boner, it can be an inch or more longer than an average erection.
I don't think
Then
that's
you're just
true.
not
Yeah,
hard.
you're just not hard all
things
the
right
time.
there. That's porn brain guy who just like jerks off like as soon as that shit fills up again. He's like, ooh, like 4 times a day. So he just never gets hard, and he's also like probably fat.
Yeah, that's a guy who just can't get hard, and then
Yeah,
like,
his circulation issues.
Then like he has to share a room with like his mom for like 2 days and can't jack off for like 2 days, and then on the third
He
day
gets his mega
he's like,
boner.
I'm alone again. Oh damn, I'm so
It's guys
turned
with
on.
ED who have to take dick pills to get all the way hard. Because they're just used to
Or-
being
or
like
how about
40%
You're
hard.
drunk all the fucking
because
time.
they're
You're just
addicted to
drunk. You
Gats.
can't get fucking hard.
Yeah, they haven't seen Gats.
There's another Cole story that I didn't post out of context because I didn't want to do him dirty. But the image itself is
I
really
want to do
funny.
him dirty.
The question
now,
was
it's your
favorite
brother.
ethnicity for a woman. And his text on the screen says, and of course,
yeah.
white. Obviously, European chicks are hot. Norway and Sweden and Finland got some babes. And I'm like, Cole, that's low-key racist. But then I listened to him talk, and he's like, we don't discriminate in the kingdom. Or no, he didn't say discriminate. He said we don't segregate in the kingdom.
Hey, true.
But he was like,
Segregate.
Asian, Caucasian, Black, Latina, Cuban, Hispanic.
That's so cool.
All of
Yeah.
them.
I like
But
how he
it-
set Caucasian apart from white.
It makes me wonder what he thinks Caucasian
I
is.
know exactly what he means.
Dagestanis.
Yeah, he's like, this is all to all my Dagestanis out there, all of my Udmuts.
To all my Georgians
all
out
of my,
there,
all
both
of my
kinds.
Udmuts, my Georgians, my Ingushetians, my Ossetians, all
Whether
of you
you're
out
in
there.
Atlanta or Tbilisi,
Yep.
you're a bubble butt baddie.
Someone else
funny.
asked him, like, hey, if you got $250,000 like in the bank, why don't you use that to like move out of your parents' house? And he is like, the first rule of investing is you don't have that money just sitting in the bank. You have it in investments. I got it in Tesla. I got it in Apple. I got it in Nvidia.
Well, you know what's a good investment? Real estate.
Yeah, but
You know what he did? He bought like one stock of Nvidia when it was at its highest,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
like just thinks he like has like a ton of stocks and it's like getting
Robin
money.
Hood.
It's like, no, you lost everything
Yeah,
already.
he shouldn't be on there.
if I
'Cause he
didn't
just
know any
doesn't- he
better,
doesn't-
I mean, he's not.
I would think at this point he was doing a bit and had some self-awareness.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't
I've had
so
someone
awesome.
ask me, several people ask me, Jake was like, "Is this guy doing a bit like months ago?" And we're like, "Jake, that's Cole Campbell." No. I've had
he's
people
self-aware
DM me, like,
in a
real life
sense,
friends,
but not really.
He is self-aware in a sense, but he's
Yeah.
also very mega stupid still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mega stupid and mega conceited.
Okay, like Matthew Golden is doing a bit, right? That's a bit.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
a normal guy that also looks normal, but he can also look really weird and act weird on a that's his bit. Nobody looks like Cole Campbell even for a bit. Like that's just what he looks like.
I could gain 200 pounds.
Or dresses like
Alex,
that,
you'd be
though.
so sick of eating just to look like Cole Campbell.
Yeah,
you could
I would
dress
get
like
sick.
him
You would have to.
I would have to order a lot of shit from Alibaba.
because it wouldn't be expensive. Yeah, like you could dress like him for a little bit, and then, like sometimes, you know what? I think about it, and if I didn't have a kid and I never wanted kids, yeah, I probably would have just a big closet full of fucking.
It'd be hilarious.
Cole Campbell outfits.
Yeah,
it would
solid
be so
gold
funny.
Jordans that aren't fake.
Absolutely.
Jordans.
Yeah.
Wearing your solid gold Jordans.
But like our friend Marlon sees him out and about in Prince George, and he is still that guy.
He's still that. I mean, he's driven around by his mom. So he goes into where Marlon works. His mom will come in, and Cole comes with him, and everybody there knows about him and just laughs about it, and they all film him. And so he drives around with his mom
like the
in the
Beetlejuice
back
of his
seat.
city.
And then like when he comes in, like his mom will come and like talk to the people inside, and then he just has to sit in like the lobby. He just sit and wait, and like wait for his mom
Just
to be done. And people
kicking
just
his solid gold
videos
Jordans.
and pictures of him.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
And he dresses exactly like he does, and like he leaves the house
bro,
like that.
what would you do if you just came around the corner and this fucking just little Cole Campbell looking motherfucker sitting there with his gold faux hawk, his bleach blonde faux hawk, and he's like smacking a vending machine, wearing his Chief Keef jeans with his ass hanging out and his fucking gold tennis shoes.
He's doing the
thing is,
moonwalk.
I don't think he's allowed out of the seat until his mom comes back. Like he's supposed to sit there like when you were 12. And your mom had something. You're like, all right, just stay there.
There's that meme of the kids where it's like clearly it's 2012 and they're wearing like the puffy vest and the Chief Keef jeans. It said Chief Keef had white boys dressing like this 10 years ago. But you can just do that with Cole Campbell right now. It's so funny. Chief Keef had white boys dressed like this 10 years ago. It's just all of Cole's shit.
Yeah,
so
and he does have
cool.
pictures of him from 10 years ago and now.
And
So
he's
yeah, take
dressing
your
the
pick.
same. Yeah.
I do love when he does that.
When he posts
He
his
posts the old
progress
ones
pics.
all the time. Yeah, I'm getting this skinny soon, and it's like 15 years
so
ago.
cool
He was
to
in high school.
post like a progress pic, just be like, I'm in the mindset of being this skinny again. Check me out. It's like, man, you were like 14 here. So cool.
Oh, he's demand.
It's like my old favorite thing where all of like the guys who get really into like fit type posting, they get really into Z's and who's that other guy? Jeff Seed.
Jeff Seed. Those guys are really into Chris Bumstead now.
Yeah, definitely. All those dudes. And they'll make their own Instagram after working out for a couple years. And don't get me wrong, they always have like really good physiques, so like aesthetic guys. But they'll do like, we all come up from nothing, and like the before pictures, literally them as a toddler or like 8 years old. We're like, I was scrawny as shit. It's like you were 9. So funny.
The sonogram photo is the before.
I couldn't type. I couldn't write in cursive.
I couldn't even fucking move before.
I didn't eat. I had depression. I wasn't working out. You were 8 years old, man.
I was this big. I had a fucking umbilical cord. I couldn't make gains for fucking shit, man.
I just shared.
I didn't know anything about nutrition.
Yeah.
I had to share. We had to share.
I had to give half my food to a fucking woman.
Angry baby.
I came out scrawny as fuck.
Oh, fuck. So cool. Oh, we're also we're discussing back to GTA 6 real quick. There's definitely gonna be some Andrew Tate analog in that game. There's gonna be some character that's gonna be
on the radio.
Andrew Tate. Yeah, something.
Or
Maybe,
just like
love.
he fits in perfectly with like Eastern European trafficking and crime.
They should put zesty Andrew Tate in, just having him fucking shaking his ass at the club in the corner where you can't see him. I love those. There's that one guy that looks just like him. He just sort of leaned into it and tried to look like him more. And he's doing like the fucking drag queen death drops at the gay club. And everyone's like, look at Andrew Tate going fucking crazy tonight at the gay nightclub. So funny.
It does seem from the trailer that a lot of it is going to be social media type stuff. It's going to be commentary on TikTok and streaming. And I assume there'll be like Fousey types in there, and that kind of stuff will be going on.
I hope he's in it. I hope he's actually in it.
Yeah, they should let him voice a character. He should voice himself.
They should let him mocap getting beat up by the cops.
All those Miami guys, they're there all the time. The Island Boys. What if there are Island Boys in there?
There's no shot the Island Boys are not in there.
What if they're kissing in the game?
Oh my god!
Did you see in the trailer they put the Miami Joker in the trailer? That convicts the mugshot of the guy with the fucking like skeleton. That's a real guy. Mm-hmm. So that's a reference. A lot of that in there. I'm gonna do a stream number about 14 hours long, going through that trailer frame by frame. We're gonna try to find some Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow too, watching it, but I watch it once and then end the stream.
Watch it once and just let shit autoplay.
No, your reaction too. You're just fucking ripping the bong the whole time. Then you just lean over and turn the stream off. It's so vlogs.
Yeah, do a vlog stream. Just, like take a huge vape hit, cough for 10 minutes, like leave, go to the bathroom, come back, drink soda.
To get into the mindset for a vlog stream, you have to go to bed at about 1:40 a.m. while super drunk. Don't drink anything. Wake up at 6:30 because your alarm goes off to play Fortnite with your 11-year-old friend, and immediately you rip on your vape like 3 or 4 times, and don't drink any water. Then hit live.
I would say, like, if you catch the cold or a flu, then like you are in the vlogs mindset and you are ready to go live.
Yeah,
you're ready to cough. You're ready to feel kind of like out of it, not really aware of anything going on.
I think his deal is he got really addicted to calling in sick at some point, and he started vaping like straight up influenza. He puts little cold cartridges on and just
comes off a petri dish.
Yeah, somebody else is cold. He's hitting all day. He's like.
He's just believed that he's sick. It's just like the sheer force of the willpower of his mind. He's just like, I am sick. I am sick. I am sick.
He has so much dried spit holding his lips together that it's like a resistance band when he opens his mouth. It's like,
I hate
his bite is super strong.
I hate when people get that talking butter built up on the corner of their mouth.
Ooh, I love that, man.
His teeth snap back together like a spring.
That's what Kaj Ramsey gets that, where he opens his mouth and you just see those like white.
Yeah,
it also reminds me of that scene from. It reminds me of the scene from Me, Myself, and Irene when he's on his psych meds for the first time and it dries his mouth out and he turns around, his teeth are all, his lips are all stuck to his teeth. It's one of Jim Carrey's best faces. He sucks that shit in like. It's so scary looking, but it's all dried out and like red. Those are some of the nastiest
like, how does that
shit.
not bother you? Drink some water.
Oh.
Just the scene from like Alien, but it's Kaj.
It seems like such a fucking grandma thing to say, but it's so true. And it's still to me to this day, I'll have a day where I'll feel like, man, I feel really depressed today or something, and I'm really just I need to go drink a bunch of water. It's fucking crazy. I'll just be dehydrated and not realize it and be like, oh.
Well, even like being like tired. People will be like, I'm tired. Like, oh, let me crack open a Monster, and it's like technically you're hydrating, but
you have that
maybe
water.
Drink some water. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so much.
I do like 1-to-1 water and coffee.
Yeah, definitely.
Like try water first. Try water with it. Try
water doesn't taste good.
I have water next to me with every other beverage. I need it. Like
oh yeah.
I can't just hit a fucking beverage and think that like I'm good on that. I need my water too.
One of the probably the big ick I got from my ex, where I'm like, hold on a second, what I don't know about this girl. I swear to God, was when I was like,
oh God.
You want some water? She's like, no, I don't like water. I don't like the taste of water.
What? That's, come on.
That's what we call that's Black Air Force's activity for women.
Oh, I was so like, what?
Like, can I offer you a fucking oozing slime can of slime candy?
Okay,
instead of this water.
Oh, great. Yes, I'll get you. Here, you want a warm can of Mountain Dew to take a sip of in the middle of the night? Like, here,
dude,
come on.
Yeah, you gotta leave your fucking your night dew on there.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend, and I think I might have told this. He was another guy who didn't drink water, but like we would play basketball at a park, and he would notoriously go to the grocery store and just bring like 6 warm Dr. Thunders and just have them next to the court and just drink those like through the course of like playing like heavy serious
that's
basketball.
Like some shit that Andrew and I would make up about somebody.
Yeah,
so fucked up.
Like never drinking water, just being like, yeah, let me drink this. All right, like we just played basketball
like Dr. Thunder
an hour straight.
I knew a guy like that too, though, and specifically it was always like store brand Dr. Pepper. He was addicted to it.
Yeah, like it's just that gross as shit. But then he also like. We lived together briefly, and he would just eat Cheez-Its nonstop, and then also just do opiates.
That's what's up.
That's such a thirsty activity, man.
That guy's piss is so viscous. He pisses on the back of the urinal, and it takes 10 minutes to slide all the way down.
That guy pisses like the dust when you step on those mushrooms and they spit out that dust.
There was four of us in a house, and we had to align the cars. Whoever had class first parked in the back, and every morning I'd have to wake him up and get him to move his car because he would never go to class.
Oh,
yeah, I love
Lord.
that guy. That guy's cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could live with your roommates.
That's the
Your old
worst.
roommates who died.
The person who's like last in the driveway.
Well, he
and
didn't
they
die. As
just
far as I
fucking-
know, he's not dead.
Oh, that's too bad.
The ones to be the last, the ones to be the last in the driveway, and then always sleep in till like 1 p.m.
We stopped being friends because he picked me up one time to go to somebody's house, and he pulled up, and there was a beer in the center console, and then there were 6 loose ones, and like he had just been drinking in his car driving around, and I was like, dog, you cannot fucking drive, man.
Tom was
And
like,
he
I'm
got
not
so
cool enough
mad.
to hang out with this guy.
Yeah, I took his keys, and I was like, dog, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And then he got super pissed off at me, and I was like, man, I'm done.
You're such a pussy,
boy.
Tom.
That sucks.
I know.
I whipped a guy's keys into a field at my brother's old house during a party because he was trying to leave, and he was trying to beat my ass too, but there's too many people on my side.
Yeah. He tried to like fight me, and I was like, man, like you can do whatever, but like I'm not giving you your keys. And
Yeah.
so I was just like, nah, it's
Fucked
not.
up.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Yeah,
Just
you
pull
should have
up
let him
someone's
drive.
house, drinking
Maybe
a
he
beer.
was late. What if he was
we,
late?
we weren't going
be.
anywhere.
Well, what if you were and he was late?
I guess it's a good point. It's good.
And he had to drink a
what?
beer because he was anxious.
I didn't think about that.
What if he was having anxiety while he was driving?
Oh no! Well, it probably was warm, so he just having 2 sips.
That was the same night. It was New Year's, like 2008, 2007 into 2008 at my brother's house, and we all were in tuxedos that night. 'Cause it was just like ironically that type. We knew everybody else would just be dressed for a house party, so a bunch of us just wore tuxes. 'Cause it was funny. It was New
I
Year's.
think
We
I
were
did
drinking
that. I did
champagne
that
only.
in 2010.
And we all got really fucked up, and I threw that guy's keys. A bunch of other stuff happened, but then everybody was parked on like this dirt road on the sides of the road, and tons of people were just fucking sleeping in their cars. And this cop came. He tapped. My car was there too, because I was like, I'm gonna go sleep in my car. I don't want to be in this house party anymore. And this cop came and tapped on my window, and like I opened the door, and it's January. It's fucking New Year's. I'm all cold, but I have all my like camping sleeping bag and shit. And he was just like, he's like, all right, just making sure you're alive. He was just tapping on the cars. That was nice though. Make sure people weren't like freezing. But
Yeah, freezing to death.
You can't even die in your own car.
One time,
That's
there's
so
like a line
bothering
of
you.
running cars, people sleeping their fucking alcohol off.
I slept in my car at a work party one time when I worked at this furniture store. Like the owners had a party at their huge ass fucking mansion, and there's all this free booze there. So and they were like, "Yeah, you guys can crash if you need to or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, I'll go sleep in my car." And everybody parked like on their super long ass driveway before you get to their thing. And I slept in my car that night, and I got, obviously I was trashed, and I'm not gonna sleep with my pants on, so I was just in my underwear. But then like all of my coworkers walking back to their car could just see me sleeping in my car in my underwear, and about everybody like that following Monday at work, like probably about half the people I work with brought it up with me. They're like, "Yeah, dude."
I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Okay, like, so you're sleeping in your car, like, did you
I
pull
have,
down
like,
a
a big-
seat or you fold down the back or
Yeah. I'm
were
sorry.
you
I
planning
had a
on sleeping
hatchback.
in your car?
I brought blankets and stuff because I was like, all right, we'll test it out if it's fun, and if it's nice to have a backup. If
How did they know you were in your underwear if you had the blanket, or were you just like kind of like leg in, leg, ass hanging out?
Yeah,
I know
ass
exactly
hanging out.
how.
Yeah, I guess I
Uncomfortable
should've drawn that
sleeping
up
where
a
you're
little
just
bit
like kind of draped over. I could see it.
Yeah, you need a sleeping bag for that scenario.
Yeah, and I left my back door open because at one point I like just opened up the back door and just puked out the back of it and just stuck my head back in.
So it was just open?
Bro, they probably started recording
cracked
you were
open.
outside your car peeing on the side of it.
Yeah, but yeah, so a lot of my coworkers because a lot of people did crash there too. So like a lot of it was in the morning when it was like bright out, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, you're in your underwear." So yeah.
I probably left my pants on in that scenario.
Well,
Yeah, because it gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always leave my pants on when I sleep in my car, but I am driving.
It was a down comforter. I used to carry this big ass down comforter, so it was like sleeping on a cloud, and sometimes it get pretty warm in there.
In the off chance that you needed to sleep in your car.
Yeah, and like I said, I was drunk as fuck. I mean, I wasn't thinking rationally.
They should have given you a ride home.
God,
just drove home. Yeah, good point.
Chad's walking around the fucking party like Linus dragging his blanket and his underwear.
You want to drive me home?
Does anyone know where I live?
Ride home.
I had a bad dream in my car. Comes back to the party.
I had a dream you guys all saw me in my underwear.
I threw up.
I threw up.
Knocking on his boss's bedroom door like he's his dad.
You guys got a toothbrush?
Knocking on someone's car.
That for some reason just reminded me. One of my friends that would be at the 4-H fair every year. He was a great kid. He died actually. He fell off a fucking cliff in Colorado. He was a geologist. But I found that out at my brother's wedding a couple years ago because I asked somebody like, "Oh, how's Andrew doing?" Like the kid who died.
Yeah.
And they're like, he died. I'm like, what the fuck? And I hear that.
He died doing what he loved, literally.
We had just been all out of touch as adults, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, when we were teens, he was like a huge metalhead. He's also like pretty ripped. He was like a wrestler and shit. But his style, he'd wear like these short running shorts, but then like long, like a long metal t-shirt. So it would just look like he's not wearing pants. And he'd walk around like that. We were at the fucking 4-H fair, just like walking between rides. And that was just like his style. He didn't give a fuck. And he's a normal dude. And these fucking like older teenagers walking by us, and it's just like, what a fucking F-slur.
I'm rocking the boyfriend tee.
They were so mad. They thought he was walking around with no pants on.
Yeah, that's what gay guys do.
Yeah, they walk around with
They just wear a t-shirt, no pants.
That was the first time that I was with anybody that got called a F-slur, but it wasn't for anything actually LGBT. He was just wearing shorter shorts and a longer t-shirt.
That's the North Carolina like female student outfit. Like you go around campus like at NC State and like it's guys wearing the like 7-inch, 5-inch shorts with like a striped polo, and then girls wearing long t-shirts and like shorts that you can't see because of the t-shirt. And like once it gets closer to winter, then like they go for like the long sleeve. That's just everywhere. Everyone looks the same.
Everyone wears a muumuu.
Yeah.
We're back to toga mode.
Got my new muumuu for Christmas.
It really is like Greek life.
That's awesome.
One time in high school, we pranked a kid. He like for the first half of the day, he went to like the vocational school, and then like he came in during lunch period. And that day, it was like towards the end of the year, and we all convinced him that we were gonna do a prank where we were all just gonna wear like super short shorts like all at the same time, like. And like thought it'd be funny, but then none of us did it. And then at lunch, our buddy comes in wearing these short jean shorts and just like thinks it's gonna be so funny. And then like it was like a movie. Like the whole cafeteria just erupted laughing at him. And he was so ashamed. And our table was like at the back of where he would enter, so he like had to walk between two of them with his head down, and he was just like, "I hate you, fucking guys, so much." and then, but I was in band. But since we were towards the end of the year, we just had a study hall, and I knew this prank was happening, so I went to the lunch period that I wasn't normally in. And like after this happened, like the principal came up and he was like laughing too, and he's like, "Ha, that's a good one." He's like, "Wait a second, Chet, aren't you supposed to be in band right now?" I'm like, he's like, do you have permission? I'm like,
that was my brother.
He's like, all right, well, you got to get a detention. That was the only detention I ever had in high school. And I stayed after school for about 20 minutes. And it was me and this one kid, Craig. He was like the bad kid. He was always in detention. And I was just like,
it's not his fault. He's a kid named Craig.
Yeah, I know, right? It was junior year, and like he was always like the one who was like hooking up with chicks first, and so like he was like telling me about how to finger chicks while we were just sitting like at this table for like 15 minutes, and then the principal comes in, he's like, "Yeah, you know what? It's a nice day. You guys could go home." And so then I just went home.
That's what they call detention crime college.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the problem with that. That's the problem with prison too.
Yeah.
You just put people with the other prisoners who are going to teach them all the stuff.
I'm really good at fingering chicks though now because of him.
We were learning about how to fucking like, and if you ever see someone cooking this over a piece of foil, that's heroin. Like that's dare. How to do all the drugs. Don't do it.
Yep.
Hey, don't do this thing we're about to show you.
Don't go in your parents' medicine cabinets and look for this thing, or this thing.
See, I didn't need that because I always had older brother and friend's older brother just be like, whoa, back off. That's a condom. The painter's mask on the ground. I had all the guidance I needed. Fuck. Kids are so stupid.
I wish I had someone to buy me condoms. You had to be 18 enough to buy condoms.
I always had to reuse them.
I needed really something to chew on. It sucked.
Yeah. I just want to be that person for kids now.
Man, Zoomers these days, they don't have it as good as we do. Back in my day, we had caffeinated condoms. They removed them.
Yeah, remember Jolt condoms? You would put them on, you would immediately go numb.
The original Four Loko condoms were so lit, dude. I hate that they got rid of them.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Caffeinated condoms.
People would start cutting them up and smoking them.
That's when you'd get the real hard dick. That 8-incher.
Oh, yeah. They call it Wiley Weed.
The Bang Energy CEO would actually sell caffeinated condoms if we told him about that idea.
They did that with soap. I don't know how well it works.
Caffeinated soap?
Yeah. That was a ThinkGeek product back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it absorbs a little bit, but I feel like it's going to be really unreliable.
Ain't no way.
Like, how is that going to get
Just
to your
getting a headache
brain?
right away.
Like I know like CBD lotion can absorb into your skin, but I don't think you can get high from that.
Yeah, it's called the CBDBs.
The CBDBs.
Yeah, when you get sort of high. When you get sort of high and scared.
I wonder what ThinkGeek looks like now.
Dude, they don't even exist, right? ThinkGeek? Because they were
GameStop.
owned by they were owned by GameStop. It was the same thing. They just opened like a second.
Did it redirect?
Yeah.
Like they opened like a second location because like ThinkGeek was for like all the geeky stuff that they didn't want to have at like GameStop. So like your Funko Pops and your T-shirts and whatever. And then like it just did poorly.
They just realized people want that shit more than they want games.
Yeah. It was
they just were like, well, this is really dumb to have two stores in the same mall when we could just like have it at this one store. And most people buy shit online anyways.
I thought ThinkGeek was like an online store, like Fark
I always
or
knew it as a
whatever.
website, but was it ever?
We had I'm telling you, it was brick and mortar.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they when I worked at GameStop here for like the month I did, we would have guys come in all the time and they'd be like, hey, I'm trying to find this Funko Pop. And I was like, yeah, let me look in the system for you. He's like, well, we don't have it. Like, you can just order it online. He's like, well, it's actually about the hunt for me. Like, I like going around and hunting them down. And I was like, well, maybe ThinkGeek has it. And like, well, can you check your system? I'm like, well, technically we're the same store, but like we don't get to see what inventory they have. So like, it didn't make a lot
go
of
enjoy
sense.
your hunt, brother.
Yeah, but that's like, all right, okay, go fucking hunt, whatever.
Was that the Florida Mall?
No.
Oh, okay.
I never lived in Florida.
Oh, because that's where the first retail one is, in Orlando.
Yeah, of course.
I assumed that was the one.
Don't listen to Outlaw. If you're listening to this, don't listen to that. Tom is actually
Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland. That's where ThinkGeek was.
Tom grew up in Miami.
HQ is.
Yeah, I'm actually in Las Vegas, Nevada. if any Spy X family,
it's this one house out in the middle of nowhere. This one development. It's this one lone house, and there are a lot of dogs.
No one visits me.
You have to remember that. You have to remember that Sean. He lives in also the most Courage the Cowardly Dog town name too. Pahrump. Pahrump, Nevada.
They gotta rename
export
that.
a lot of little drummer boys.
I don't like
That's
that.
a fat phobic town.
That's
name.
a town. It's a town you only find when you like drop something and fucking go off the wrong exit, like Dumb and Dumber. When
that's if everything became a cartoon and like you watch Sean he walk around. That's the noise he would make.
It'd be so cool if he could walk, but he can't. I forgot to tell you though, he has more neighbors now. More houses were built, so it's not such a scary, fucking desolate looking neighborhood.
Oh, that's cool.
Good.
Yeah.
That's nice that they can now hear him getting bit by the dogs.
I really like my neighbors. They tried my sauce. They haven't let me know they like it yet.
I really like my neighbor.
I really like my neighbor. She's pretty.
They got rid of the cool stuff, like the science toys. Some of it's around, like there's the meh mug.
That's my favorite.
I told you, it
toy.
became a pop culture, like it became like a Funko Pop store, so you could get just like My Hero Academia t-shirts and a Funko Pop of Iron Man, just shit like that. Like they love to have the big, tall, like statues of like Spock or Darth Vader. Then they would have like, oh, these are the Star Trek like oven mitts. These are the Star Wars waffle maker.
Yeah,
that's the kind of shit they had.
That's what every nerd thing ends up boiling down to. Like those conventions Derek Millen goes to, they all end up just being people selling toys from the same 3 franchises. And whatever was like niche or esoteric about it is kind of gone. It's just Star Wars, Game of Thrones.
We used to have a Star Wars toaster. It was like my old roommate's, and it was given to him as a gift because whoever was given the gift is like, oh, you fucking like Star Wars? Here's a toaster that looks like Darth Vader's head. And the thing fucking sucked because what made it Star Wars is that it would like burn the word Star Wars into your toast. There's like a hotter part or some shit like pressed into it. So you never got like evenly made toast. It always said fucking Star Wars on it. And then you also had to have a goddamn Darth Vader head on your kitchen counter.
Oh, that's sick.
Because they also had the one that was like they had like the Death Star, and it like put the Death Star in the middle, but it's just a circle of burn.
Yeah.
And so you just never had an even toast.
My ass.
It was either like brown in the middle and then super soft on the outside, or like black in the middle and then like
it's the reverse to the Crustables ones where you can only eat the crust and the middle is burnt.
The Darth Vader toaster is $53 right now on Walmart.com.
Damn.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Wow. We threw it away.
Well, that's because Walmart now is like Walmart.com is just like and you can list anything on there.
Yeah, it's like Amazon. Everything's on
exactly. Yeah, it's like just it's where I make all my money on dropshipping.
Yeah, we should
check out my lecture.
Remember when I got Alex a Rockstar Supernova t-shirt? That was from Walmart.com.
Look at that, Tom.
Let me see. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, that's Grogu. That one's actually kind of sick.
That's not too bad. It's only a little.
There's no way it looks that good on the toast.
No way it looks like that.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's.
Oh wait,
not
they have the real
real
picture. They have the real picture of the more image. It looks fine though. Actually,
it doesn't really look like Baby Yoda.
No, it looks like shit from a butt.
But yeah, it does not. It's not fucking like toasted at all. It's just in the middle. You could do that yourself. You could just fucking get like a cookie cutter and just toast it and like cut it open and then put the egg in it, do a hole in one.
They have a lot of these uncanny brands.
Yeah, they do.
There's a
Peanuts, Minion, R2D2,
Spider-Man, Hello Kitty.
There's a Pokemon. I think that one's just a Pokeball. Oh no, it puts it in the middle.
Wow, they really have a toaster for every fandom.
It's so fucking useless.
Oh, there's one for Cookie Monster. He wouldn't approve of that. He would want it to be a cookie.
I looked up some 1-star ratings on the Grogu toaster. This guy his name is, he puts his full name, Dustin Plaster. Okay, man. Nice name. You already
Dustin Plaster.
He sounds like he's going to hate everything.
That can't
Dustin
be his
Plaster.
real name. He's got to be a contractor.
Yeah, he is a contractor. He's Dustin Plaster.
Dustin Plaster.
Yeah. He's a wall guy. Anyway, he says, I used this toaster 4 times. The closest thing to seeing Baby Yoda face was seeing the end of his ears if you look really hard. But it doesn't even work as a toaster. Again, I used it 4 times. First 3 times it just toast 2 pieces of bread. The last time was to toast some Pop-Tarts. All 4 times the bread and Pop-Tarts would not come out. I had to unplug the toaster and get a butter knife to remove the items. This thing sucks.
Why would you put
I would have bought
Pop-Tarts
it
in
for
the
the same
Baby
price
Yoda
if it looked like it does and actually works. Never mind the face on the bread. This is a total ripoff.
Probably because you're in the situation I was in where it was your only toaster.
Yeah, it's your only toaster. And then does that fuck up the frosting? Like, it's going to melt half the frosting with Baby Yoda's face, but you can't even see
it's like any toaster, I guess, right?
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't really matter, but I would just rather get I've seen no argument to have this over a real one.
A lot of people are saying that I gotta put this, hold on, I gotta put this review in the chat.
There's one. There's a Jurassic Park one, and it just puts the words Jurassic Park on the toast.
Cool.
That's actually kind of funny. There should be one that puts the entire Bible on it.
This lady said, I wanted to like the toaster so bad that I ignored all the bad reviews and bought it anyway. This is from the low setting. Toast had to be pried from the toaster. Hold on. Look at this shit. This is such a crazy fucking... This is a crazy way to have a product.
I'm on the ThinkGeek Amazon page, and it's just like, hey, check out the stuff I like. You know, here's my... Oh my God! What the fuck? Oh my God!
Oh,
this is a low setting.
What is that supposed to be?
It's black and it's Grogu. It's blackened, super blackened up top on the sides.
Half people are saying that the face works perfectly the first time, but then every other time, all the bread, it doesn't work, and all the bread tastes like burnt plastic.
Oh.
It smells like burning rubber. The slots are too short for a standard slice of bread, and the picture comes out very small and burned. I expect so much better for the price and for it being a Disney product.
Oh, shit.
But it's
oh my god.
I mean, like all the ThinkGeek stuff is like Fallout Pip-Boy ceramic mug, 45 ounce for $50. Like Chewbacca slippers for $40.
It used to be like Sterling engines and shit.
Yeah, it's just official nerd stuff where you wear it or you have it in your house and someone goes, "Oh, you like that stuff?"
Now it's just merch.
Yeah,
I'm at your house. I already knew you liked that stuff, but you didn't.
Yeah, I knew you, and I knew you liked it. But
do they even sell "No, I will not fix your computer"? Because that was always sort of their marquee product.
They have
in my eyes.
like here's a shirt. I'm not procrastinating. I'm doing side quests.
Yo, gamers will get that.
Pretty good, right? Pretty good.
I'm
right?
100%ing life.
My dog thinks I'm cool.
I love
the "I'm fine" shirt with like the zombie bite on the side, or the shark bite.
We should start doing this for. There should be a toaster for at least the first 50 top grossing movies of all time. 49 is Utopia. That would work still. 47, The Dark Knight. Wow,
that would work. Batman.
Honestly,
Easy.
the top 50 movies ever are pretty much all the movies that those people like.
Yeah,
it's all Marvel.
Top 50 based on
Barbie,
like
Mario,
Top Gun.
Based on what? Is it like IMDb rankings? Is it like
worldwide gross?
Okay, yeah.
Lifetime gross.
So yeah, that'd be a lot of contemporary stuff.
Yeah, tilted towards modern stuff. Titanic is the only.
Yeah, it all
older
is.
one.
Literally. Despicable Me 3 is the 45th top grossing movie of all time.
Damn. Yeah, it's all the same shit.
It
you
is.
don't adjust for inflation.
Dude.
It's Transformers, Star Wars.
Toy Story
Avatar.
4. Toy Story 4 made more money than Toy Story 3, and they both made over $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story 4 came out in 2019. I forgot that movie even exists.
We talked about that on the last podcast, and you were here.
Last episode. That's so fucking funny.
That is weird.
We talked about Toy Story.
I didn't
3
listen
and
to
4.
it either. I love Toy Story though, so we can talk about it again if you want.
There's a Mr. Root Beer home brewing root beer kit. How fucked? Well, I'm sorry, but how fucked would it be? Like, hey, you want to try my homemade root beer?
I think I got one of those for Christmas when I was like 7, and we tried to do it, and it was really nasty.
Yeah,
it's really hard to get it to come out right. Anything like a snow cone maker, any of that type of shit.
Last summer, I went to a family reunion for my girlfriend's family, and one of her cousins was home brewing ginger ale, and I had some, and it was really good. Yeah.
Okay. I think I could see that being a more like better because it's not root beer's already so sweet. I feel like it's easy to fuck up in that situation. Whereas ginger ale. But it's like more of a.
But you do
I
see
just
more artisan
and
root
spicy
beers,
taste.
so
yeah, but as an American, we don't really root beer's not like the big thing.
Nope. I only go for it out of my way for it if it's Barks.
Is it bigger in Canada?
Barges if you can't read cursive.
They have A&W, so I just
well,
assumed.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm
wait.
I know we don't.
I know they have the
Is this
restaurant.
like a Canadian,
like A&W root beer is kind of universal.
Yeah.
That's everywhere.
Yeah,
but
I know, but like we
the
just don't have
grocery
the-
store I go to, there's like they have like a little artisan cola section next to like where they keep the iced teas and stuff, and I would say it's like 80% root beer.
That must be Canadian.
Okay.
And like even if you go into
that's
like
gotta be
Circle
Canadian,
K
'cause
or
we don't
whatever,
have
there'll
that.
be like glass bottles of like a couple of fancy root beers, Dads or whatever.
Okay, because you won't see that here as much. Like if you go
we
into
see it sometimes.
but depending where you
They
go,
care
so
way
you
more about
say-
like Mountain Dews and shit here.
Yeah, Mountain Dews, Coca-Colas. Like if you go into anywhere down south, like you'll never see root beer. Up north, you'll see the Fagos. And like
Really?
you don't see
Fago
root
gets
beers.
their own closet because they're all 89.99 cents.
Exactly. But like we were just on a road trip down for Thanksgiving, and like you go in and you're like, let's get some water, and like there's just no root beer. You never see root beer.
Root beer's great.
It's
If
an
you want a
interesting-
brown soda with no
it's more of a
caffeine,
northern thing.
Ooh,
Fago root beer is also very good.
I mean, Fago's great. Listen, Juggalos. I know they've ruined it for a lot of people, but Fago, that's a good soda.
They've ruined nothing.
Inexpensive.
They're not drinking my Fago.
They don't really like it. They don't drink it. They spray it.
That's true.
They
I
dump
guess
it
that's
out.
true. They dump it out.
Oh,
and
they
spit it all over
definitely
themselves.
like it.
Yeah, I mean, Well, actually, you know what, Vince? You would think he would buy Fago at like the gas station.
You
more
would,
often,
yeah.
But I guess he just really loves Pepsi.
Do they have
his
it there?
problem though is
Yeah.
Faygo,
no,
Faygo,
100%.
Faygo Cola is just not as good as Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think
The Red
He's a
Bus.
cola
Does he even
head, dude.
taste
He's
it
a, he's a
anymore?
cola head though.
I guess you're right. He is just the Pepsi.
Yeah,
cola
yeah,
head.
and he
That's
he's
Britney
mixing
Spears'
all
favorite sodas.
fandoms. He's an ICP guy, but he also likes Britney Spears, so he's got to represent both.
Yeah.
Wait, what was Vince's favorite Faygo? Because I know he answered that was Moon Mist, right?
think
No,
so.
it was
Oh,
the
something stupid.
Yeah, it was like one of the cotton candy ones or something like that.
Probably
I
cotton
think.
candy. He loves
It was cotton
stuff.
candy, which is
Yeah.
like
Look at this!
That's the flavor-
I don't like cotton candy
that's the
flavors.
flavor I wouldn't even tell
It's-
people to
you know-
try.
Yeah, it's just too weird. I've
got fucking parent brain. I've been up since 6. I get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep for the last 4 months, and like I'm just forgetting every day normal things around the house. And then Michael fucking asks, "What's Vince's favorite Faygo?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's cotton candy."
Oh yeah, I know all that shit too.
I know it's not like just nothing. no.
The
Even
goat
a
flavor
second to
is
think about.
the goat flavor is Arctic Sun. That's the one that's in the blue bottle, and you think it's gonna be like blue, but it's just clear, and it's grapefruit cherry.
Ooh,
Oh,
that would be good.
That sounds nice.
That's the best Faygo flavor.
I
you
would
think
get
it's
more
gonna be like
Faygo.
lemon lime or something by the look of it.
If they had zero more diet, I would probably drink more Faygo.
Yeah, I don't have them
Yeah.
often at all because of that.
No, that's hey Faygo,
You're listening.
get a
Faygo, if
diet.
you're listening, I would. You know what? Another Detroit company I would love a sponsorship from for the stream or the pod. Faygo and
Ford.
Herman Miller. Faygo, Ford,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Herman Miller. Those are my 3
The-
Detroit
My big
companies.
3. Yeah, that would be
Triumph
dope.
Caesars too.
That'd
Yeah.
Little
Reach out to
Caesars.
us.
True.
And Jets.
True.
Oh,
Jets.
Jets.
10 days from now, I'm going. 10 days from now, I'm going to the Pizza
To
Palace, the Doe Lewis Arena. As they call it. So fucking stupid. Yeah, buddy. I'll see him play the fucking Canes.
That's right, go Canes. So if you're
Nope.
looking for Michael, you'll know where to find him.
You look at me. I'll be sitting on the very edge of the mezzanine.
Well, everyone, we love you.
Thank you for listening.
Bye bye.
Check out
the
the
Red
Patreon.
Wings. Check out Little Caesars. Check out Herman Miller, Ford, and
Check out
Faygo.
Chet sleeping
That's
in his
right, our
underwear in his
sponsors.
car.
Yeah. Check out Chet's ass.
Check out Squirrel.
Yeah. Check out these nuts. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Bye bye.